Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL rumors lately, you know that the buzz around the league is hotter than ever, and the New York Giants are right in the thick of it. There's a lot of chatter, a lot of speculation, but one thing seems clear. The Giants are eyeing a major upgrade in their secondary, and that could come in the form of Pat Surtain, the lockdown cornerback from the Denver Broncos. This isn't just idle talk. Reports from Adam Schefter and Rossini confirm that talks are ongoing, with a potential trade even before the deadline in early November. What's really catching everyone's attention is that the Broncos, currently sitting at 3-5 with a cap space of around $2 million, are in a rebuilding phase, especially with quarterback Russell Wilson struggling and the team looking to build for the future. Meanwhile, the Giants, with a 2-6 record and about $7-8 million in cap space, are trying to address their defensive issues, especially after some recent setbacks in their secondary, with Flott out due to concussion and Debo on IR with a knee injury. This trade, if it happens, would be a huge boost for the Giants' defense, especially given how much they've been exposed this season. The defense has been leaking points, giving up around 28 points per game, which is definitely not what you want when you're trying to compete in a tough NFC. Adding Surtain, who's just 25 years old and already considered one of the best coverage corners in the league, could be a game changer. Think about it, a player who's been compared to Revis in his prime, a true island corner who can shut down top receivers and make life miserable for quarterbacks. His stats this year are impressive. In just 8 games, he's already snagged 3 interceptions, has 11 pass deflections, and has allowed 0 touchdowns. His PFF grade is soaring at 91.4, and his EPA per target is 35, meaning he's not just covering well, he's actively making plays that disrupt the offense. When you look at his career numbers, Surtain has accumulated 12 interceptions and 45 pass deflections, with a career PFF grade of 91. That's elite, folks. And his ability to limit big plays is remarkable, a yards per target average of just 5.9 and a passer rating allowed of 62.4, which ranks among the best in the league for cornerbacks. For comparison, that's on par with some of the top shutdown corners in the game today. His success rate in man coverage is nearly 78%, and he's missed only about 3% of tackles, which shows not only his coverage skills but his consistency and reliability. Why is this such a big deal for the Giants? Well, the secondary has been a weak spot. Flott and Debo have had their moments but also their struggles, especially in coverage. Teams have been throwing for around 240 yards per game against New York, and the secondary has allowed over 2 touchdowns per game through the air. Bringing in Surtain would dramatically improve those numbers. The projections are promising. Adding Surtain could result in around 6 more interceptions, cutting down the yards allowed by roughly 220 yards per season, and boosting the overall PFF secondary grade by about 7.5 points. Imagine the impact of a no-fly zone back there, similar to what the Legion of Boom did in Seattle or the Patriots, shutdown units of the past. This kind of upgrade could reduce opposing quarterback ratings from around 92 down to a very manageable 78, and that's a massive difference when trying to contend in the NFC. Now, the Broncos are a bit skeptical about trading Surtain. They're facing cap issues and are prioritizing their offensive line, which has a PFF grade of 71, and are also trying to develop their young players on defense. But the opportunity for the Giants to snag such a premier corner, especially with the potential of a second-round pick in 2026, makes this a tempting proposition. It's reminiscent of past trades like the Rams acquiring Ramsey, which turned their franchise into immediate contenders. If this deal goes through, it could elevate the Giants' odds of making a deep playoff run and even contending for the Super Bowl. Currently, their Super Bowl odds are around plus 150,000, but experts believe that bringing in Surtain could boost those odds significantly, possibly up to plus 7,000, making them a true dark horse in the postseason picture. Think about it, with Surtain locking down one side of the field, the Giants, defense could become a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, especially those with heavy passing attacks like the Cowboys, who rely on their wide receivers. His presence would be a game changer, a true X-factor, especially in playoff situations where shutdown corners can make all the difference. Historically, cornerback trades like Ramsey's have turned teams into contenders almost overnight, and Surtain's addition could do the same for the Giants. It's not just about improving the defense, it's about transforming the entire team's mentality and confidence. With a more reliable secondary, the Giants could see a boost in turnovers, sacks, and overall defensive stability, which could push them from their current 2-6 record to something much more promising. A projected 8-9 or even better, with points allowed per game dropping from 28 to around 22. This move would also send a message to the rest of the league that the Giants are serious about competing. It's about building a defense that can hold its own against the league's best offenses and give the offense a better shot at winning games. Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley have shown flashes of brilliance, but they need a defense that can complement their efforts, and adding Surtain could be the missing piece. The division is tough, with teams like the Cowboys and Eagles, but with this kind of upgrade, the Giants could turn the NFC East into a more balanced, competitive division. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade could have ripple effects beyond just the Giants. The Broncos, in rebuild mode, are probably looking to accumulate assets and young players, and a second-round pick in 2026 is a fair price for a player of Surtain's caliber. For the Broncos, it's about setting the stage for the future, especially if they believe their current roster isn't enough to contend right now. For the Giants, this is about seizing the moment, about making a statement that they're ready to take the next step towards respectability and playoff contention. The NFC is wide open, and a shutdown corner like Surtain could be the piece that finally pushes the Giants over the edge. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential deal? Do you believe the Giants should go all in for Surtain, or do you think they should hold back and see how the season unfolds? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. We're keeping a close eye on this situation, and you won't want to miss what's next. Thanks for riding along with me today, and let's keep supporting our Giants through thick and thin. Remember, every move counts, and this could be the start of something special. Stay passionate, stay loud, and as always, go Giants.